Friends, welcome to Vijay Tech 360 and we are going to discuss about characteristics of the cloud computing. The first thing is high availability, and this is the main important aspect in the cloud computing. So it is the ability to keep the services up and running for a long periods of time with very little downtime and depending on the service in question. So what does it mean is like, so when you have a physical data center and you want to upgrade it, or you want to have a certain security patch to be upgrade, or anything related to upgradation or anything modifications that you are going to do. So what will happen in a physical data center, that where you are going to shut down your data centers, I mean the servers, or you are going to stop your servers. It depends on the business criteria, so you will do like that. But when it comes to cloud computing, it is completely different. See, the cloud vendor is going to take care of all those things. You need not to bother. What they will do is they will make sure that your resources are always available, even though if there is a downtime, it will be around 5 seconds or 6 seconds or 10 seconds. So it's less than that. It depends on the services what you are going to do. Like the last point is that only depending on the services in question. It means that there are certain services where there is no downtime at all. It will make sure that it is 99.99% available always. And there are certain services where there is a guarantee for only 99% and there is a chance of 1% downtime. So it depends on what type of services all you are using. So but cloud service vendors are make sure that these resources are always highly available to you. One is scalability. It is nothing but ability to increase or decrease the resource based on the workloads. So you can add an additional resource to a service of a workload, which is nothing but a scaling out. The best example is having, imagine you have a virtual machine that is having some 80 GB of data. Out of that 40 of GB data given to operating system, and 40 is for the user storage. Imagine you have a 60 GB of a data and you want to store it in the same virtual machine. What you will do, you have a storage only of 40 GB and you don't have remaining 20 GB. So what you will do is you are going to create a virtual storage of 20 GB and you are going to attach to that virtual machine so that the user data, the user storage will be available 60 GB, so that you are going to store that 60 GB in that virtual machine. This is how it will happen. So you are going to add an external resource to make sure that your 60 GB is stored. This is what it does mean, scaling out. And the second one is like a scaling up, or you can add an additional capabilities to manage and increase in demand to existence resource. Like one example, you have a CPU today, or you have your computer is having a RAM of 4 GB, and imagine you are playing some games and your RAM is not able to manage. What you will do, you will go purchase another 4 GB or 8 GB RAM and you can insert that in slot. That's what you can do, right? You are going to add an external resource for existing resource. This is what it will happen. This is like a scaling up. So, and the scalability doesn't have to be done automatically. It may be a manual process or it may be automatic process. And the next one will be similar. It is called as elasticity, and it is like ability to automatically or dynamically on its own increase or decrease the resource as needed. So this elasticity will make sure that the resources are matching the current needs, and resources are added or removed automatically to meet the future needs when it is needed. The best example for this in AWS is like you can imagine this one, elasticity, load balancers, or you can imagine auto scaling. Auto scaling is the best example for elasticity. What it will do is based on the need, or based on the CPU utilization or something parameter or metric whatever you gave. So whenever it reaches to certain amount of limit, so automatically it will provision another instance, so that the business need will be balanced. So it will make sure that automatically it will scale up the resource or scale down the resource whenever it is not required, and this will be done automatically. This is what happened in elasticity. That is the difference between scalability and elasticity. So Next, it is like agility. The agility is nothing but react quickly. So the cloud service can allocate or deallocate resource quickly, as we discussed above. Also, you can see that whatever elasticity or scalability is discussing all about increasing or decreasing the power, and they are provided on demand via self-service. So whenever you require some instances, you are launching them instantly. That's what happened. And vast amount of computing resource can be provisioned within minutes. I mean, the big amount of computing resource also even provision within minutes. But not usually, if you think about data center, if you want a high capacity, you need to go them, order them, and after that you need to sign an agreement for 3 years or 5 years, like that you need to do. But when it comes to cloud computing, you are not doing all those, but you are simply signing there, and thereafter in cloud computing, you are just signing up and you are asking for a resource and you are provisioning that in a minutes. And your data, your virtual machine or server or whatever it may be, it is available in front of you within seconds. So that's what the agility means. And there is no manual intervention in provisioning or deprovisioning the resource. So you are not involving. So whenever you click on button, on back end, some other are doing, the cloud service providers are doing. That's what the agility means. It's like a reacting quickly. Next,